Namaskar friends, welcome to Homeopathic Adda. This is your host Dr. Gautam Das. Let us carry on our Adda today on schools of homeopathy. Many times I am asked for learning and practicing homeopathy, which school to be follow? Hahnemannian, Kentian, Hughesian or others? There are two types of school in homeopathy, material and immaterial. One follow the literal meaning of Hahnemann's writing, others the ideas of Dr. Hahnemann. One rigid, other flexible and rational. Dr. Richard Hughes School and the Kentian. We will practice homeopathy by our choice according to our maturity of life. Dr. Richard Hughes School. Hughes reject Hahnemann's concept of theory of vital force, doctrine of drug dynamization, Sora theory, utility of potency above 6 centesimal, both in drug proving and treating the case. He also refused value of subjective symptoms. He says homeopathy is essentially an art, not a science. Scientific footing by Hughes. Hughes' attempt to revise and purify the homeopathic materia medica. He published Cyclopedia of Drug Pathogenesis, 4 volumes, eliminate clinical symptoms, symptom obtained by higher dilution above 6 centesimal and symptom unless confirmed by more material dose he reject. He says pathological significance of the disease is important both in drug proving and treating the case. Dr. Hughes says like your like is enough and reject let like be cured by like. Hughes says theory of chronic disease as a fourth stage of advance on Hahnemann's part, whereas other three are individualization, law of minimum and law of simplex enough for homeopathy. Rigidity of Dr. Richard Hughes. Hughes says 30 potency should be used for all purpose had fossilized homeopathy. Proving of the chronic disease could not have been carried out in the same way as those of materia medica pura and so could not be reliable. Dr. Hughes refused the Sora theory and misunderstood with Sora, itch, scabies, acra parasite, etc. Hence says external application enough, no needs to internal medicine and without any constitutional effect, cure will take place. Mistake of Hahnemann as per Hughes. Hahnemann mixed up with the hypothesis of all diseases being a derangement of the vital force and of a dynamization effected in medicine by the process of titration and succussion. All this may be rejected the theories of the master in doubtful value, only speculative interest. Hughesian view on master mistake. Hughes says there are two types of homeopathy, teaching and practicing. Hahnemann from 1806 to 1828 and 1830 to 1843. The first three editions of Organon up to 1824 and all other Hahnemann's work during the first periods is positive, experimental, and sound. But from this time and onwards, he see a change. The active and public life he had led at Leipzig, with free breathing of the world blowing through his thought, had been exchanged. Since Cothen, solitude, isolation, narrowness developed. The rule of hypothesis began in his mind. Hughes says that Max Hahnemann's of 1830 to 1843 is our guide. We commit ourselves to his sanality. Criticism of Dr. Richard Hughes. Dr. Richard Hughes says we do not necessarily become followers of Hahnemann. We are homeopathists, not Hahnemannian. Thomas Skinner criticized to Hughes that his concept of low potency was ideal for those who need not wish to stay far from their allopathic training. J. H. Clark says in regard to Hughes' concept of low potency that if those who have not acquired the necessary gift to practice the higher grade and not being a scientific improvement on the Hahnemannian methods, then little be said against it. So-called or ideal homeopath. The so-called homeopaths often show either of their limitations or ignorance or both on homeopathy by calling themselves intelligent, scientific, and blaming others that they are lying and calling them false or spiritual homeopath. We see the so-called homeopaths are often telling people the things and theories written in the books. But for the ideal homeopath should mature himself and speak of only those he sees and experience. The truth must be visualized before our eyes to practice. Selection of the simillimum. We cannot select the simillimum only with intellect, means cannot by our intelligence, by our instinct, means cannot physically with our five senses, but can with intuition that fills the patient, by our heart with unconscious enlightenment. Dr. J. H. Allen says, to be governed by these principles of homeopathy is to be governed by truth. To be governed by truth is to be governed by law, and to be governed by law is to be governed by omnipotence. Every student of homeopathy is a student of nature, studying the phenomena of natural law, and scientist in the laboratories of the force world. Law is a something to be hated by an unlawful man, but to the one who loves law, it speaks in whisper, yet loud enough to be heard by that humble listener, and in a language that is not foreign to him, though often it is only in a symbol or a cipher. Namaskar. That's enough for today. Bye bye till for next episode.